Hey all, and by all I mean the 7 people that watch my YouTube videos. It's been a while, huh? I would make some excuses about why I haven't uploaded, but I'm just lazy as f. I meant to get this video out last month and upload something new this month, but I kinda just didn't. But all that is in the past, cause
today I got time, cuz.
So, as you can see from the video title, I'm talking about TikTok. Yeah, I know. TikTok sucks, but I wanted to figure out why I personally disliked it. I remember asking some of my older friends at the time if they liked TikTok, and they all said no, and I agreed, but I never really asked them why they didn't like TikTok. And being the sheep that I am, just hearing someone else agree with the same thing that I did was enough validation. I didn't bother to construct any of my own opinions, but aside from all this, let me stop wasting your time and actually get to the topic at hand. Okay, so first things first, I had to download TikTok and make an account. If I'm going to be talking about the app, it's only fair that I give the app a fair shot and look at it in its most recent version. All was going good until I opened the app and, well, that was a lie. None of it was going good. When I opened the app and tried to make an account, it turns out that some loser was using my username, and I don't know if this is an account that I made in the past or something, but I'm getting off topic. I used the app for about an hour and a half before getting bored and deleting it to write the script for this video. In all honesty, my experience on the app wasn't even that bad.
Huh?
Wait. Okay, so I know that's not what you guys want to hear clicking on this video, but hear me out. From a surface level, there isn't really anything bad about TikTok. I mean, sure, there are some cringe moments with the children making content, which is something I never really wanted to hear and never want to hear again. Or the cringe 5-minute crafts, life hacks. But ignoring all of this, because every platform has these cringe moments, especially YouTube, so I'm not really considering it a valid argument. But this does lead me into my first complaint. The content on TikTok is very boring and recycled. I'm not the most impossible person to please or entertain. I'll watch a lot of things and get entertained by a lot more things.
Abunda la caca.
But most of the stuff on TikTok is pretty boring for me. I don't know if it's because my account is new and the algorithm didn't really have time to create a custom feed for me, or if the stuff that I stumbled into by luck just wasn't it. But for the first 30 minutes or so, I ended up skipping a lot of the stuff that was recommended to me because it just wasn't for me. Besides the boring jokes and the religious side of TikTok that I don't really have the patience for, seeing how I don't really believe in God and all that.
Okay, well, let's talk about how a lot of y'all don't even realize you're supporting Satanists. Let's talk about Jay-Z. And I ain't said nothing yet, so don't get in your feelings. I know a lot of y'all worship this man. Let's just go over a couple of things and you guys be the judge. Jay-Z is always making this sign, right? Yet nobody really knows what it means. Y'all just throw it up out of ignorance. What could this sign possibly actually truly represent? Oh, I think I know. That, my friends, is a Freemason sign with the all-seeing eye in the middle of it. The actual Mason sign has a G in the middle of it. But what is a Mason? This is something you can't even ask Masons because they're sworn to secrecy. So let's dig deeper ourselves. How is it that the Mason symbol lines up exactly with the Satanic symbol? It's because Masons are secretly Satanists.
But you see, the problem with TikTok is that with the whole sound system, a lot of the same jokes end up getting made. And then those jokes end up getting recommended over and over and over again. The amount of times that I ran into the same joke being made by a different account using the same sound was just way too many to overlook. And with the creators on TikTok, a lot of the content on TikTok isn't actually original. You see, the problem with content on TikTok is that it isn't really exclusive to TikTok. A lot of the stuff that's there is either reposted or clips of something that was already posted somewhere else. And for the stuff that is original, it can probably be found elsewhere. The few creators that I do follow that have TikToks often post their stuff to other places like Instagram Reels and YouTube. Too many times I ran into a short or a clip that I already saw on another platform, so I just ended up skipping it. Again, this could be because my account was new, so there wasn't enough to base my interests off of, and the algorithm just didn't have enough information to work off of. But I think that this is a problem that isn't exactly exclusive to me in my specific situation. I feel like it was just giving me a lot of the stuff that was popular, which could explain why I was seeing the same clips over and over and over again. And I don't know if it's one of those things where it gets better with time, but I don't have the patience to put in the time to make it better. You see, when something becomes as big as TikTok has, as fast as TikTok has, it's bound to draw in some undesirables. I think this happens because the sudden growth that something gets isn't the same as the slow and steady growth and community building. Let's look at an example of two very popular YouTubers, Corey X Kenshin and Dream. You see, Dream's community has been in the center of many dramas, most of which take place on Twitter, which is why I quit. But that's besides the fact. You see, Dream blew up very fast, and unlike Corey, who built his community over many years, which helped build his community in a way where when something bad or something that Corey didn't like was happening in the community, he could stop it before the problem got too big. With Dream, you know, besides the fact that Dream was actively fueling a lot of the things that caused his community to get hated on so much, his community grew up so fast that he wasn't able to really contain all of the small, you know, small minor issues that eventually started growing to the point where now they've become this massive thing, you know. But going back to TikTok, because that's what this video is about, I feel like TikTok grew so fast and its community was just not monitored in its early days. In its early days, TikTok was just, you know, the moderators didn't really step in when there was a lot of stuff going on, from what I've seen. In 2020, when I originally used TikTok, there was a lot going on and they didn't really step in to stop these things. There were a lot of problematic people running around, starting problems inside of the community, and nobody was really able to stop them, because when somebody would call them out, they'd make a small situation much bigger and things would just slowly spiral. But you know, now that TikTok has become more mainstream and it has a lot more going for it with the people who are backing it and whatnot, and with TikTok, you know, trying to have, well, they're trying to build the community, so they're definitely taking a stand against, you know, these problematic people more and whatnot.
I've drawn up some blueprints of the gingerbread house that we're building. That's the wrong drawing. Here we go. I know. I said I was gonna throw it away. My bad.
So the next argument that I have, or gripe or complaint, I don't really know what to call these right now, but the next one I have is the cringe. Okay, so I know I said earlier that cringe wasn't really a valid point because it's based on, you know, what you feel versus what I feel, and that's a very muddy area that I don't really want to get into. And originally, when I had the concept for this video, I was like, I want this to be a very, I don't want my opinion to have heavy influence over the entire, you know, thing. I want to get my point across and not have it be a bunch of, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that, and because I don't like these things, you should not like these things. I wanted it to be, you know, a majority of the people don't like this and a majority of the people don't like that. So, you know, make your own opinion off of the information that I'm giving you. But then I realized that this is my video, I can do whatever I want, and doing it that way would require me to actually talk to other people, which is not something that I do. So anyways, the cringe. So a major reason people dislike TikTok is because of its cringe. So yeah, like I said earlier, this is very opinionated. What you find cringe, I might not, which is why I didn't really want to include this whole section. But you know, if I were to play devil's advocate, I could see where people are coming from. A lot of the content that may wind up on your feed is made by a younger audience. And I don't know if it's because I'm out of it right now or maybe it's because I'm getting older and my tastes are getting weird and whatnot, but these new gen memes are not really doing it for me.
Join my free gift card giveaway and subscribe to my channel. Like.
Let's play Raid
And a lot of people too. Not to mention the ones that are just kids trying to recreate their favorite entertainers and influencers, but that I can understand because we've all been there. Okay, so trying to rein this mess of a video in so that I can get my point across about why I don't like TikTok. The last and probably this is probably the biggest reason. Looking at it right now, this is probably the biggest reason. But my last argument is the whole music thing. So music is a very important thing for me, and it is for a lot of people. Music has helped me get through a lot of tough times and whatnot, so I can understand why people take their music seriously. What I didn't understand was when people said these TikTokers just ruined another one of my favorite songs. I didn't really see the problem until they started using Kendrick Lamar songs. You see, this right there, that right there, not this right here, but that right there, that was a universal wrong. That could never, ever be rectified. I think the whole TikTok dance thing is lame. Now, when you take that whole TikTok dance thing I don't like and put it over a song I like, it's almost like an insult. Like, hey, here's a song that helped you through a bunch of tough moments in your life. Renegade. And what's even more insulting about it is that the defense of these people doing these stupid dances are like, oh, we just brought more attention to the artists you like. How? Do you really think Kendrick Lamar needs a bunch of suburban kids who only know him from one song on TikTok? Really? You really think? Let me not even start. I'm not gonna lie though, TikTok has put me on some really good stuff. I have to be grateful for that. Like Baby Keem, but that's a topic for another day. In conclusion, I don't know, I was just ranting. I doubt anyone learned anything from this, seeing as this entire video was a mess and I couldn't even stick to the script that I spent like an hour writing, but whatever. This was all really just for entertainment purposes and to help me get back into actually doing stuff with my life and not being a useless sack of potatoes that sleeps all day. I wasn't really trying to inform or persuade anybody into thinking that TikTok is bad. Make your own opinions, share them in the comments. I need them interactions. Check out my socials where I post random stuff instead of working on uploads because I'm lazy and whatever. I'm out.